I'm Patrizia Battiston. We're from Canada. Prior to coming to Envita, I was doing all the right things. I was healthy. I worked out 5 days a week. I ate organically. It was kind of like our life was great. I mean, we have a great business together. We have a great family. We have two beautiful kids, and life was good. I knew my body so well that if there was something wrong, I would always go in and check it out.
I can also attest to the fact that Patricia is very in tune with her body, has always been this pretty neurotic about making sure that she's on top of everything.
Every year, I would do ultrasounds to make sure that everything was good, Suddenly, we did one of the ultrasounds, and that ultrasound showed there was something there. I was not convinced. I'm like, how can there be something there when we've been doing all the right things? And then I did another ultrasound, and that's when they told me that we needed to do a biopsy.
We were definitely shocked by the diagnosis. And when we were told by our doctors that there was cancer, and they had ready to schedule all the procedures in Canada, we basically had to stop and say, no, we're going to come for a second opinion.
When I was going through this process and I had to do the the beautiful thing of the biopsy and stuff, I was on the phone already with Envita.
Knowing the history of Envita and Dr. Prada and everything that goes on here through our relationship and friendship with Sandy Yazapovic, there was no question that we were coming here.
The doctors here and Dania, who's my support worker, she was phenomenal with answering all my questions. And as soon as I left that doctor's office, I was like, okay, Dania, unfortunately, it's not, it's positive. It's breast cancer. And I said, okay, how fast can I come? And she goes, well, how fast can you organize your life? And I had asked, how long I'll be here for. She goes, plan, for 10 to 12 weeks, And so I had to plan my life to leave Canada, to leave our 2 kids and with family.
And we're going to come to Envita to check out, what needs to be done through an integrative health measures, because that's what Patricia believes in. That's what she strongly believes in. And so the doctor tried to talk us out of it, but the fact was that we knew we were coming to the right place.
But when we got here, we had our appointment with Dr. Hummel, and it was great. Like he was just comforting. The first thing he said to me, he says, cancer is not a death sentence.
Yeah. And that was comforting, because you don't know. The first time you hear that C word, you're assuming the absolute worst. And I think those were the first couple words that he said to us that really reassured us, let us calm down so we could actually hear what he was saying versus just being stuck with that word ringing in our head. He
knew the story. He knew my paperwork. He goes, we caught this early. So, because we're, usually dealing with someone who's, late stages, and we have so much to do. He goes, but, we got this, and so that was like comforting, to know that we were in the right place. He says, take your time to think about it. He didn't even know that we were actually there to stay. He just thought that we were just coming to get a second opinion.
And the fact that he was able to start answering questions and give us lots and lots of information. There was no, it never felt like, listen, this is what we're going to do. This is it. And that's it. It was always explanation. We even joked with him about the whiteboard, because he would go on the whiteboard and explain so many things to us. And it was fascinating. You can tell the passion that he has about the work that he does here.
The nurses, the staff, my nurse was Vanessa. She was awesome. Like, she was able to hold my hand when I was crying, or, when I was doubting. Not that you're doubting, you're just like, you're going through your moments. And she was always there to comfort, to support. All the nurses were great. I know them all, because at some point in time they helped me. It's almost like you feel like they're part of your family, because this is what happens here. You become part of the family. The journey is this whole family community working together to fight with you. What I love the most about them finding out the treatment plan for me is that I did a test, like they did my labs, and it basically discovers everything about me, and then they can fine tune the program according to those labs that they get back. I loved the independent approach, my specialized approach, and saying, okay, what's going to help Patricia get rid of this,
There's similar treatments in Canada and in the US to what the generic treatment is for cancer, whether it's here or whether it's there. The fact is we wanted integrative. Patricia wanted less invasive. We didn't want the one-size-fits-all treatment. We wanted the treatment that's specific to Patricia.
It's been a journey, but Looking back, I can say I had so many angels along my path.
And the beauty of this place, I believe, from a support person, a spouse, is the fact that they were able to identify why the cancer came, what was the cause of the cancer, and give us a game plan on staying on top of that so it doesn't come back.